So you want to stick around for this one and every upcoming episode on Thursdays right here on TV47, the home of untold stories. And now that that's out of the way, we have an interesting episode for you today. We will have two big phone apps going head to head and choosing the one that is better for you between WhatsApp and Signal. We will attempt to explain, or should I say tech-explain, what two-factor authentication is. And as always, we talk to an innovator who is changing the tech space here in Kenya with an innovation that will leave you wondering, what the tech just happened? I am David Ochola, and this is TECH47. If you thought the WhatsApp segment was awesome, then I think you'll love this segment even more in this all-new season of TECH47. We'll not just be doing app reviews. This time round, we take things a notch higher and bring similar apps head-to-head with the aim of helping you choose the better, or should I say the best one, to meet your needs. We'll be ranking two apps side by side using certain criteria, including the overall efficiency of the app, the user interface, the learning curve, the amount of storage it takes up, and special features that give it an edge over the counter app on the other corner. That said, this should be a good ride for sure. And to kick us off, in today's episode, we'll be talking about two messaging applications, that is WhatsApp and Signal. By now, almost everybody knows what WhatsApp is and how it works, but very few people know about its upcoming competitor, which is Signal. If you're one of the many who do not, then you should definitely check out a previous episode of the show where we talked about Signal and how it works and so forth. But that said, how do these two apps compare to each other? Let the fight begin. In regards to overall efficiency, both these apps work really well and get the job done pretty decently. From messaging to video calls and file transfers, there's not so much to complain about. However, the whole point of a messaging app is being able to send messages to whoever you would like to. And that is where WhatsApp beats Signal. Signal is not even half as popular, making it such an inefficient app to use since not too many people have it, and it does not offer a cross-application messaging option. Out of 5, WhatsApp takes a day with 4.5 versus Signal, which, in my opinion, takes a 4. On to the next round, which is a user interface. Well, as time goes by, I find that developers are striving to make the user interface of their respective apps very minimal, which is something I really fancy myself, since this gets rid of clutter and all that. But with minimalism comes the danger of having too much empty real estate within the app. However, both these apps have mastered the art of using minimalism really well. These two apps pound for pound rank the same in terms of user interface, since Signal tends to borrow a lot of its outlook from the first mover, which is WhatsApp. However, WhatsApp gives you the option of personalizing your screen background within the app, but I'm not too sure about Signal in that regard. Which is a perfect segue to the next criteria, which is the learning curve. But before that, it's a tie for both apps in this category because it really comes down to personal preference, hence it is very subjective, in which case we'll give both a 5. So back to the learning curve. Both these apps do not have a steep learning curve, but with the small nitty-gritty details that Signal has introduced in the app, the learning curve is more steep, making it a bit more difficult to navigate. In which case WhatsApp takes a day with a 5 out of 5, of course, and Signal has a 4.5 in that regard. In regards to storage, WhatsApp definitely takes up more space, especially once you start receiving endless forwarded messages from your older folk and groups that just won't stop buzzing with messages. Yes, I'm talking about you, mom. And since it's more popular, chances are really high that it will take up even more space as compared to Signal, which has fewer people using it, making it more space efficient. But the trade-off is totally worth it if you tend to use WhatsApp more often. In this category, I think Signal falls to WhatsApp rather because it does not offer such a big trade-off compared to what it brings to the table. So in that case, WhatsApp gets a 4 and Signal gets a 3.5, since both consume a lot of space, but the trade-off is bigger on WhatsApp than on Signal. Under the category which is special features, first off, let me just say Signal takes a day with a 4.5. versus WhatsApp, which ranks at 3.5, simply because of the enhanced security features Signal offers. From being able to use a private keyboard to ensuring the user privacy by not selling your information to advertisers. Signal really has taken the weaknesses in WhatsApp's business model and used them to their advantage, making it a perfect substitute for WhatsApp, especially for users to whom privacy is of utmost importance, as it should be for anyone using the internet. What Signal has done is introduce competition, valid competition that is more secure, especially in the world we're living in today. It would not be fair to prioritize your consumer, or rather to not prioritize your consumer. So there you have it. Let's get the total tally for both apps. WhatsApp totals at around 22, while Signal totals at around 21.5. And that was close for sure. But if we're being honest, WhatsApp really takes the day simply because more people have it and know it, and most importantly, use it. Perhaps in a few years' time, when people understand the importance of user privacy and security, then Signal will have more users, in which case it will definitely be a game changer, something to watch out for. And that brings us to the final bell of the app wars. If you like this analysis, be sure to interact with us on our social media platforms and let us know which apps you'd like to see going head-to-head right on this segment.
Have you ever had those days where someone comes over to your home unexpectedly and try to cook something only to find your gas depleted? And the local gas vendor can't deliver to you because his rider is currently unavailable? Well, your unfortunate days are over with the app VIT, whose main objective is to ensure fast, safe and reliable delivery of gas to your home wherever you are.
My name is Simon Dango. I'm the founder of VIT Kenya. VIT is an on-demand delivery platform for LPG. We're trying to address problems being faced by the merchants or the vendors, as well as the consumer and the delivery personnel. I mean, it's making easy for people to buy and get their LPG delivered to their homes in an easy and efficient way, just with a few clicks on a mobile app. So we started working on this project back in 2018. Before that, I worked in a media production house as an editor, cameraman, what you guys are doing. And then while I was still in media, I was doing LPG distribution on the side. And so I decided to focus on the LPG part of it, which was my side hustle then. And I thought of a way of making it stand out among other competitors. And as a result, I came up with the VIT LPG platform.
So I'm Daniel Fernand. I'm the Business Development Manager for VIT Kenya. I worked with Simon making TV shows, mostly positive stories about Africa and often about innovations. I went into the tech industry and Simon became an LPG distributor. And Simon soon found that there were challenges for his customers as well as distributors like himself.
Like you want an order done to your home, then you get that you have maybe 3 to 4 phone calls involved in between just to place an order. And probably maybe when you're placing your order, the guys are engaged somewhere else. And so by the time your order is done, it's 1 hour late probably. And maybe you are in the middle of cooking and you need that order ASAP.
He found that customers were in the middle of cooking when they ran out of gas and needed it fast. He also found that they often got not fully filled cylinders and cylinders that were in bad shape. With distributors, the problem is they had a small sales radius, so their profits were limited. There were new government regulations coming down the line as well.
So looking at the LPG home delivery, I think it's not like any other product. LPG is a unique one, because 98% of the chances when a customer is ordering LPG, they're in the middle of cooking and then they run out of gas.
When I'm at home at 7 o'clock at night, I've got my feet up and I'm watching TV or I'm playing with the kids. My wife says I've run out of gas. I have to get up, take the cylinder, take it down to the local Total station, wait while they finish with the petrol customers. They unlock the cage, I get the cylinder, Got to take it home, drag it across the driveway, hook it up. Man, that's an hour out of my life, yeah? And I'm hungry.
If you're placing an order, you need that order delivered to you ASAP. And so if that order comes 1 hour late, 45 minutes late, then it doesn't serve the purpose.
At Global Precast Panels, we have the best quality, durable, and affordable precast panels to suit all your needs. Manufactured under a controlled environment, we have the best precast concrete panels, precast concrete floor slabs, precast concrete perimeter wall, precast concrete columns and beams. Our panels reduce construction cost by up to 40% with absolutely no plaster required, including added soundproof benefits, convenient four-story buildings, schools, offices, residential houses, hospitals, and warehouses. Take advantage of our free transport. Contact us on 0702 24 7267 or 0796 24 7267. Global Precast Panels Limited, your reliable option for efficient construction.
These are the sights and sounds of a working nation. There are no shortages to remarkable ideas. What's missing is the will to execute them.
You need to stay relevant. If you don't, you're going to fade off.
Yes, they are a dime in a dozen, but the real meat on these bones comes from trying to realize them.
You just need to perfect anything. If it's drawing, if it's music, pursue it 100% because it's something that is giving back.
Join me, Violet Njoki, as I tell you the stories of these executed ideas, because yours could be next. Mondays, 7:30 p.m.
Hey, now that's hitting the right notes. When life gets boring, we bring out our play. You see, playfulness is in our DNA. It's in the way we move and laugh. It's in the way we walk, the way we rock, and how we just don't stop. You feel me? We add color to everything, to every day and every dish, because the world needs our crazy. We're the different flavors that make life more exciting. We're the ones who add color to every moment. Fanta, color every moment.
Well, the speaker is neither here nor there.
I should have done my outro from here.
Yes, no.
And we're just like that. I look beautiful.
Tune in to Morning Cafe, Mondays to Fridays from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. with me, Linda Alela, only on TV47, the home of Untold Stories.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku. Pata offers zote mahali pamoja ili uongeze zaidi, utume SMS zaidi na ubrowse zaidi.
Wewe usijali. Tuma namba ya kila supplier kwa hiyo soko. Nitajoble nitaongea na kila mmoja wao.
Very good. Piga *444 hash utunukiwe Credo double.
Raukia siku njema na tunukiwa offers kila siku.
A show with a unique perspective as to the property industry right here in Kenya. Not only showing you the properties available, but also showing you how you can improve the ambience, look and feel of your living and working spaces.
Yes.
Wow.
This is our office.
This is amazing.
Currently, we have a lot of design ideas.
Ranging from your sitting areas, dining areas, as well as your resting and bedroom areas. We have it all right here on this show. Accessories, finishes, as well as the furniture. You can put it in your house to make it
generate reports and several other functionalities.
For the vendor app, once logged in, you can manage purchases by customers. The app shows you the rider and customer's information, order details, that is, the gas cylinder size and quantity, order delivery time and date, and the order status showing whether the delivery is ongoing or completed. Ratings can be distributed to the riders. You can easily track the rider as well, generate sales report, and have the emailed to parties concerned. One can easily monitor transactions, manage riders, keep stock details on one page, and update stock from the same app as well. VIT has been active for a while and they have received positive feedback.
We've received a lot of positive response. It's evident on our social media, even you go on our apps on Play Store, you'll be able to monitor this. I mean, most customers are happy with our service, and it's still on our early phases of the project, but the positive response we are getting from the customers keeps us going.
Even if you do not have a smartphone, they have a customer care number and deliveries are possible as well through this.
We have customers who don't own smartphones, so we want to serve everyone. So we have a call center, so customers can either call through our call center or place the order through the app. If the order is placed via the app, then there's no need of the phone call.
Of course, no innovation comes without its own set of setbacks, and one of them was looking for distributors before they partnered with Total Kenya.
We've been kind of trying to do it in a way that we were approaching independent distributors and signing them on the platform. But then that proved to be a bit difficult, expensive, and kind of takes a lot of time. So we went back to the drawing table and we started approaching the parent companies who are doing LPG. And at the moment we have a partnership with Total Kenya. And so we're distributing our LPG from all Total service stations.
Now now the delivery is available at their 80 stations throughout the greater Nairobi area.
I mean, you can build a system, but you can't build that perfect system. And it's a continuous process. So every day is a kind of a learning day. So there are a few adjustments we had to make on the platform, depending on the feedback that we got from the customers. And so I would say that was one of the things that we faced. Then the other challenge has been on getting orders that are quite far away. I mean, we're still setting up our network for riders, and we got orders that are maybe far away from, and we don't have a nearest rider who can do that order. But then we have to make sure that we do that order, because we don't want to lose any customer. So all that means that we have to travel long distances, which again is not cost effective, but we have to do it because we want to serve that customer. But I would say that we are on the other hand, we are trying to address these issues. We've been increasing our capacity day by day, and as I mentioned again, we've been updating our platform just to make sure that we are serving the customers in the right way.
VIT has plans for the next 5 years.
Well, we want to be the rock stars of LPG delivery, of course. Yeah. So what we hope to do is inspire other tech projects, find other partners that are looking for similar technological solutions. Of course, be in as many African countries as possible. But what we want to do is we want to serve and we want to inspire.
We also have partners outside the country. We have partnered with one of the leading LPG companies in Nigeria. We target to launch there in a couple of weeks. And also we've partnered with another tech company, I would say, in Cameroon, and we're also targeting to launch in a couple of weeks as well.
You know, we're looking to expand all over Africa. So having an international energy partner is something that has really worked out well for us. The only thing I think we could have done differently is perhaps tried to line up more independent distributors and do a little bit more testing before we launched with Total. But I have to say that it is difficult to service such a big city, such a sprawling city, with only a few distributors. So it really took an energy partner with some muscle to make this viable throughout the city.
Wait is proving to be a problem solver by using technology. It's very time-saving and beneficial when one is not in a position to go for gas at a petrol station. My name is Violet Njoki, and that was the What the Tech segment.
So what's that? Two-factor authentication, also referred to as 2FA, is a verification process, typically which requires correct login plus another verification check. For example, if 2FA is enabled on an online bank account, users may be required to enter a temporary code sent to their phone or email address to complete the login process. Typically, two-factor authentication helps with boosting security for the user's information in the respective platform being used. Sites that offer this as a security feature include Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, and many others. And these sites often offer it as a secondary source of security, which means it is something that you need to set up on your own before it can work in a foolproof manner. This option is often set up through the security settings on a mobile, or rather on most websites, making it easy to access. Well, I would love to go more in depth on this, but if I do, we might make it a bit too complicated for you. And we don't want that, because this show is all about making tech as simple as possible, and I hope that explanation helps. And that brings us to the end of another informative and educative episode of TECH47. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you again next week, same time, same place. Remember, if you don't see it on TECH47, then it technically did not happen.